I was actually very young when I started questioning the direction of society, what we were all doing. I remember saying to my mom, like, I can't believe that we all go to school, and then we grow up, and then we start going to jobs that we don't like, just so that we can pay the rent for 45 years and then die. Like, I thought it was insane. I've always thought it was insane. And I can't believe we're still doing this, right? We're still, I think, more stuck than ever in this rat race. And now when we're all waking up to the absolute madness, insanity, idiocracy going on, where our tax money are going, the global elites, what they're doing. It's finally coming up to the surface what has been happening for thousands of years. It's nothing new that's been happening, but it's coming up to the surface now, which is a good thing. So maybe now it's time to finally start questioning this for real, for most people. I think it's easier for us younger generations to question this. I'll be 34 in May, and I think us younger generations are growing up and we're learning to see the dysfunction that's been happening. There's a lot of things going on in the world that's absolutely crazy, and we're all sort of just pretending that this is what's supposed to be the thing, right? And it's sad. It's very sad. And it's probably why most people haven't woken up to it, why most people are still blissfully ignorant to the fact that everything is kind of crazy. Because there's too much shadow stuff, too much pain, too much stuff that needs to be seen and confronted to be able to sort of wake up to that and to see the truth of what is happening out here. And I questioned that for as long as I can remember. Why I made a goal when I started my self-improvement journey back in the day. I made a goal that I wanted to create a life that I didn't feel like I needed a vacation from. That became sort of my new drive of going somewhere out here, trying to achieve something in the world of form, trying to achieve something here where everything seems so chaotic all the time. And it worked for a while, but it didn't give me what I was truly seeking. It didn't give me contentedness. I was still, even though I was able to travel the world and I made money and all that stuff, I was still seeking something. I wasn't yet satisfied. I needed to travel more or make more money. And then I thought I would be happy. I was still seeking out here somewhere, where we have been promised by society that it will satisfy us once we have sort of done enough. First we have to go to school and get good grades, and then we have to go to university or college or something and get even better grades, and then we have to get a good job, and then if we work that job really hard, then one day maybe we'll be happy, and then we can retire and be at ease and be peaceful. And this lie is thankfully being seen through by more and more and more people, especially the younger generations. And I think it creates a lot of hopelessness for a lot of people, because we have been told that if we do strive for this, if we amount to things out here in the world of form, then there will be so much meaning there. This is the meaning that we're all looking for. And then seeing through that can feel very meaningless or hopeless. And I think this is the state of the world, and even if maybe not a lot of people are speaking about it, I think this is the underlying current that is driving, or that is sort of boiling underneath the surface right now in most people on the planet. But we haven't really started talking about it yet. And so what I have learned on my travels and on my very long journey of self-improvement and seeking excellence and optimization and trying to arrive somewhere, trying to improve myself, is that it doesn't matter how much we seek out here, we will never find what we're looking for. And this is why the world looks like it does, because we're all stuck in this sort of seeking tendency, this believing, this need to arrive somewhere else than here, this conviction that somewhere else is better than here. Right? This is what we're being sold, the lie that we're being sold. and told and convinced of that somewhere else is better than here. And you need to work really hard right now. You need to do really well right now, and then you will arrive somewhere that is better than here. But there is nowhere else than here. Right? You have always been here. Everything that you have ever experienced, every emotion, every thought, everything has happened here in your awareness, right here. We have only experienced ourselves, right? You never experience anyone else than you. If you meet a person that triggers you, the trigger appears inside you, right? It doesn't come from the other person. The other person might be the catalyst, the pointer to the trigger, or whatever it is. It could be something pleasant and joyful as well. But they are just a catalyst, so we all only experience ourselves. And so, when we are blinded by this conviction that somewhere else is better than here, what we're all being told and sold, we won't be able to find contentedness and ease right here. So when the world turns dark, turn to the light that never flickers. And the light that never flickers is now, and it's you, or I in you, that which opened its eyes, or that which opened your eyes when you took birth. When you were born, you opened your eyes. It's the same you in there now as when you opened your eyes. You have always been there. There hasn't been anyone else there. And then you have had certain personality traits and thoughts and feelings and everything that has come and gone here now, has passed through here now, and then it's left, and then you have become a new person. Like you were a certain type of individual as a child, you were childish perhaps, and you had all these whatever things, visions and everything. And then it changed when you became a teenager, and then it changed again when you became an adult. But it's always been you that's been witnessing all of these changing phenomena, these changing appearances and personality traits and thoughts and feelings and everything coming and going inside you. You have always been there witnessing yourself. So you are the observer of your own personality, right? Who is that observer? Who is that which is aware of your personality? Who is it that sort of got handed by life? Here, this is your person. Now, be it. It's like, oh, I don't know how to be this person. I never, I didn't get the cheat sheet, right? I don't know how to do this. So we just get handed this personality that we have to start to navigate. And have to learn how to navigate. We have to learn to navigate the world out here, the world of form like this, with this personality, this character that we have no idea how it's played. And then we get handed parents and a religion perhaps, or a socioeconomic status and culture and all of that we have to sort of, okay, I guess I have to sort of learn how to be this now, right? Which is all, it all comes from out here, the world of form. We're all being told that this is who you're supposed to be. This is what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to follow the script that is here, that is given to you here. Here's a script. Play it. Like, well, I don't want to. I want to play it on my terms. I want to be who I want to be. I don't want to work some dead-end job with just to be able to pay the rent so that I can do that for 40 years and then die, right? Like, my life is supposed to be something more than that. But we won't find that more if we keep looking out here, if we keep turning to that which changes all the time, if we are too attached to what is changing all the time, thoughts and relationships and destinations and goals and visions and priorities and desires and everything. All of these things change during a life. And if we keep chasing this, we will never truly find contentment in life. We will never be able to truly be grateful for what is happening or for our life. So when the world turns dark, turn to the light that never flickers, which is I. I in you, right? It's the same I in all of us. Turn to that. And turn inward. And perhaps you'll have to, if you've been seeking for a long time out here, you have to perhaps seek inward, seek in here for a while. Okay, if I couldn't find myself, if I couldn't find my own completion out here, seemingly two separate spaces, inward and outward, which is not separate at all, it's the same space. I couldn't find my own completion out here in the world. I'll try to find my own completion in here, in my seeming inner world, and start seeking in here. It's like, there's something in here. There's something in here that it doesn't feel right. I feel like I'm carrying a lot of worthlessness or low self-worth or hopelessness or something like that. Okay? Great. See that. See what is happening on the inside. See clearly what you have been running from, trying to escape, trying to avoid by achieving certain things in the world. This worthlessness or this hopelessness or this loneliness or this shame or this fear or this grief or this, all of that combined, most likely, has been driving our society mad for thousands of years, coming from survival, fight or flight, right? Coming from a lot of war, coming from all the trauma and dysfunction that has happened out here, and then trying to still navigate this with very dysregulated nervous systems. Escaping ourselves all the time, trying to find our own completion out here somewhere, trying to find our own salvation, happiness, peace, joy, love out here. But how are we supposed to find that when we are looking at this with a filter that is made of all of those things? Hopelessness and shame and worthlessness and loneliness and all that sort of stuff. Obviously we have to clear the filter to be able to experience true joy, which doesn't come from future pursuits at all. It comes from the inside. Once we have learned to sit and feel and accept ourselves just as we are, with all of this sort of stuff. We're not bypassing, we're not pretending that, okay, this loneliness or hopelessness or whatever I just said, sadness, fear, is not here. We see clear that, okay, I do carry a lot of stuff. And most humans have carried this for millennia, but we haven't had the awareness enough to be able to wake up to this realization that, oh, I have things on the inside that it doesn't make me feel good. It makes me feel contracted and like I feel attacked by something. It makes me feel like a victim. And I don't want to be a victim. I want to be anything else. I mean everything else. I want to be this openness, this that is always here. I want to be open and receptive and loving and caring and nurturing and creating. That's what I want to be. But for that sort of shift to happen, we have to give up the worldly pursuits, which is why that the world is turning dark is a very good thing. Which is why all of this that is happening with a certain list of files and whatever being released, and war and everything that is going on in the media and all that sort of stuff. It's like all of this stuff is coming up to the surface for the masses to see that, okay, this is what's going on. I've been paying taxes, I've been working hard, I've been doing all these things, and I've been promised a good life, and I've been promised happiness in the future. And now I realize that I'm miserable, and we're all miserable, and everything is very dysfunctional. The good thing with that is that we can turn to the light that never flickers. If everything seems dark, if we've been led astray, if we've been walking a path that we have thought was going to give us something great, it's turned out it didn't give us anything, really. It gave us... It was an illusion, a mirage. Led down the wrong path. So that's a good thing. It's a good thing that all of this that is happening in the world is steering us in the right direction, where we can all sort of truly come to peace with things. And of course it's a long way to go. It's a long way to go. But this is also why we're here. This is also what we're supposed to do. It's supposed to be hell. It's supposed to be really difficult to be here. It's supposed to be suffering. It's supposed to be all of these challenges and problems and thinking about money, having to pay the rent, having to pay the taxes, having to survive, all of that sort of stuff. It's like why we chose to be here. So everything that happens, even that which you think is not supposed to happen, is supposed to happen. Otherwise, it wouldn't happen. We're not in control of this. You're not in control of what your next thought is going to be. You have no idea what thought stands in line before your current thought, which is going to be the next one. You have no idea. So you're not in control. We're not in control of anything. We're not in control of our emotional state. We're not in control over anything, really. We're just being handed a script, like I said. Play this character. Right? So if we can see this, that I'm not in control over any of this, it'll be a lot easier to surrender to the fact that, okay, I'm here. It is meant for me to be here. And whatever thought comes into my mind next, even the thought saying that this is not supposed to be here, is supposed to be there. Because otherwise it wouldn't be there. So the feelings of all of that seeming darkness, that all that negative feelings that all of us walk around and carry, all that suffering, is supposed to be there. And if we can just flip that switch, I think it'll be a lot easier for us to navigate the world. Because then we stop taking life so seriously. We can sort of laugh at everything. And of course, it's horrific what is happening in the world. I'm not saying it's a good thing. But somehow, in the grand scheme of things, it's supposed to happen. Because it has been happening for thousands of years, and it's only now it's coming up to the surface. So it has to sort of be seen. It's supposed to happen this way. For us to realize that, oh, this is not the end-all be-all. I don't have to take it so seriously. It's a fucking difficult school, but I can relax. I'm alright. I'll be fine. I don't have to take it so seriously anymore. So we can make that switch once we turn inward and confront and face that which we have been running from. And then after we do that for some time, we will realize that there's nothing here. Even though it's painful, I don't have to, it's okay, it's fine. Like pain, pleasure, whatever, it comes and goes. I'm good, right? Because I'm established in that which never flickers. I am the light. And I'm also the dark. I'm both. It's not even two things, it's one thing. Expressing itself in different sort of ways all the time, changing, always changing, coming and going, disappearing, appearing. And it's so fascinating to learn to rest as that. I wish one of my parents would have told me that as a child. Nah, it was all good. I think that's it for this video. If you're interested in ambient music, chill out, like whatever music is running in the background here, if you think that's a sort of pleasure for your ear, click the link in my description. You also find my Instagram there, you find my Spotify. One of those links will take you to either, obviously, my Instagram or Spotify. You can listen to the music, you can find texts and other things that I share on my Instagram. And I wish you a very beautiful day. Thank you for watching.